Okay, so here is a picking exercise that will help you pick faster and play faster. And so I'll demonstrate it first, and then I'll explain in greater detail what I did. But what I'll be doing here is using a metronome at 50 BPM, pretty slow, and playing a group of 4 notes on the first string like this. The idea is that I'm going to accent the first note in each group of 4. So hopefully you can hear 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Where that first note in the group of 4 gets accented and the other 3 are not quite as loud. And so what I like to do to help me get in the zone here and make sure I'm locked in with the metronome is count off with it first and then play like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And also, the way I approach this is that I really dig in for that accented note and then lay back for the remaining 3 notes. So the next step is to play the same 4 notes on the same string, but instead of accenting that first note in the group of 4, I'm going to accent the second note. So it becomes 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'll do it again here with the metronome. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And you want to do 2 minutes there. Then move on to the third note in that group of 4. So still on the first string, but now it's going to be like this, where I'm counting and accenting 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then finally, of course, the fourth note in the group of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Two minutes there. And once you've got it down, or you spent your 2 minutes on accent to the first note, accent to the second note, accent to the third note, accent to the fourth note, then move on to the second string, the B string, and you just start all over there. 2 minutes on each of those. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Move on to the second note in the group of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Third note, fourth note, move on to the third string. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. All 4 notes there. And of course then the D, the 4th string, the A, the 5th string, and the low E, the 6th string. Do that same pattern for all 6 strings. So I mentioned a couple of tips. That is counting first and then jumping in with playing. So like I did earlier, that always helps me lock in. Also a tip as far as the pick that you use, a thinner pick will be easier. So you might, if you have a few different picks, might want to start with a thinner pick. That may help you do this a bit easier. So give that a shot. Again, crucial to accent that one note, lay back on the remaining notes that should not be accented. So once you've got it down at 50 and you've gone through all 6 strings, then you want to speed it up. So go from 50 to 55. Once you've got it down at 55, speed it up to 60. And so I'll just demonstrate a little bit here on 60. So same exact thing. We'll start with the first string. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 minutes there, accenting the first note. Move on to the second note. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 minutes there, the third note, the fourth note, and then just do the remaining strings. When you're ready to move on and get faster, of course, go to 65. Once you've got it at 65, go to 70, and so on. So you might want to just spend one day at 60 and then go on with other playing. I wouldn't suggest spending an hour or two on this a day. It's a little bit monotonous, but I think 10-15 minutes a day, or at least however long it takes to get through all 6 strings, that'll be beneficial. That'll help you. And then if you're ready to, for the next day, go to 65 or 55, do that. Whenever you're ready. You don't want to move through this too quickly, but whenever you're ready for a faster tempo, absolutely speed up for that. You want to always get practice this, that is, at a point where it's just out of reach. If it's too easy, you're not really going to be making too much progress. You're not going to get faster and faster if you're not really pushing yourself. So where it's just out of reach, that's kind of where you want to bump it up to, as far as what your next level of working on this stat is going to be. So. And of course, with practice, that will be easy for you, and then bump it up until it's just a little bit out of reach again. And then with practice, that'll be in reach, and you get faster and faster. So give it a shot.